say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The play fake on first down. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah,
and it's caught inside the 30.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
Wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That's caught. It's on. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
For your opponents. Their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Huskers are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend, That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's on. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Huskers are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. It's Ives. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they can't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to fire on second down. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to throw again. Big guy smells it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Buying some time. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it? Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Gets it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the Grove for a long time. They're up by 21 over Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Still looking, on the move. Complete on the comeback.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Hands it off. Got the first down. Looking for more. Gashing the D on the... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
Finds a spot in the middle. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it. For 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Ives. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Slips it. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock it down for a loss. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback, Sam. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught, it's eyes. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive in the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
And the Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He'll start this drive firing. Slings it downfield. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
The big fella in the middle, man. Offensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Parker. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Parker. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium. And frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 25 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's reeled in. It's Martin. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Gonzalez. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Punch it out of the air. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Buys a little time. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where him at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for room. It's Parker. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. On the move. Touchdown! 6 more points.
Pressure situation for the offense down there close on 4th and goal. So many different ways you can go about it. And they just put it in the quarterback's hands. They let him figure it out. He shows off his athleticism, and he finds the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And after that incompletion as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Might be looking to run. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range. Smith takes the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Might be changing the route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got a man. It's Martin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.